Joseph was only 22, but life had already shown him tough times. He lived in a small face-me-I-face-you compound in Ibadan with his mother and younger sister. Every morning, he carried bags of pure water on his head, hoping to sell enough to buy food for the day. Still, Joseph dreamed big. Whenever he saw rich men driving past in their flashy cars, his heart burned with desire. He would whisper to himself, "One day, I must leave this poverty behind. One day, I'll sit inside a big car too." His best friend, Femi, often laughed at him. Femi was 2 years older, a sharp boy with quick words and fast hands. "Joseph, forget all this dreaming. No smartness, they put food for table," Femi would say as he pocketed small money from his petty deals. Joseph never liked Femi's ways, but sometimes hunger made him wonder if Femi was right. Poverty was a heavy chain. Dreams felt light compared to the weight of an empty stomach. That evening, Joseph sat outside, looking at the sunset. His neighbor, Madame Grace, a 50-year-old trader, passed by and said, "Joseph, keep your heart clean. Don't let greed lead you astray. Poverty no dey kill like bad choices." Joseph smiled politely, but inside, he wasn't so sure. The next day, Joseph joined Femi under the mango tree near the street corner. Femi was excited, his eyes shining. "Joseph, I get one deal wey go change our life," he whispered. Joseph frowned. "Femi, which kind deal again? You know say I no like wahala." But Femi pressed on. "One man dey find boys wey go help am move some goods. Just small thing. Money plenty inside. If we do am once, we no go suffer again." Joseph hesitated. The thought of his mother struggling to feed them pricked his heart. His younger sister had even gone to bed hungry last night. Still, something in him feared Femi's shortcuts. "Think am well," Femi said with a grin. "Opportunity no dey knock twice." That evening, Joseph visited Papa John, the 60-year-old wise man in their compound. Papa John always advised the young ones like a father. "Papa," Joseph began, "Femi say we fit make money quick if we join one man move goods. But I no trust am." Papa John looked at him carefully and sighed. "My son, no so greed dey start. At first, it go look like chance. But inside, no trap. Don't follow Femi's path. Poverty no dey shame man, but greed dey destroy man." Joseph nodded slowly. But deep inside, he still felt the pull. Poverty had already stolen his peace. Later that night, as Joseph lay on his mat, Femi's words battled Papa John's warning in his mind. One side shouted, "Take the chance." The other whispered, "Don't lose yourself." The next morning, Madame Grace, a wealthy trader in the market, stopped by Joseph's mother's stall. She was in her 50s, dressed in flowing iro and buba, her gold earrings shining. She looked at Joseph closely. "Young man, why you no go school again?" she asked. Joseph lowered his head. "Money no dey, ma. My mama dey try, but things hard." Madame Grace sighed. "Joseph, you be good boy. Don't follow bad friends. Life go test you, but don't sell your soul." Joseph felt her words cut deep into him. Madame Grace was respected in the community. If even she could see danger around him, then maybe Papa John was right. But later, Femi came again, smiling with excitement. "Joseph, I done arrange everything. We dey move tomorrow night. Don't dull yourself." Joseph's heart beat fast. He was standing between two roads, one of light, one of darkness. That night, Joseph could not sleep. He lay on the mat beside his mother, listening to her soft snores. His mind was not at peace. He remembered Madame Grace's warning and Papa John's advice, but Femi's voice was louder in his head. "Money go change your life, Joseph." By midnight, Femi sent him a message through a small boy, "No fear, we go blow. Just one move and you go buy car, build house, even send your mama abroad. Joseph's hands shook as he read the note. He wanted to tear it, but greed whispered, what if it works? What if this is your chance? In the dark room, Joseph whispered to himself, God, abeg, show me road. But deep inside, he already knew which path he wanted to choose. The next morning, Joseph met Femi under the mango tree. Femi's eyes were red, but full of excitement. He leaned close and whispered, opportunity don't show. One politician they keep money for one house. Not only 2 security they guard. Easy job. Joseph frowned. Politician. Femi, this one fit land us for trouble. But Femi grinned. Trouble they everywhere. This one not jackpot. If we succeed, we fit leave this town forever. Joseph thought about Sarah. He thought about his mother. Then he thought about wealth and comfort. He swallowed hard. Okay. But this one go be the last. Femi smiled wide. No so. Last job, big money. We go enjoy. Later that day, Joseph went to see Sarah. She was washing clothes by the stream. When she saw his face, she knew something was wrong. Joseph, your eyes they tell me story. Wetin happen? She asked softly. He sat down beside her, unable to look at her directly. Sarah, if I get chance to make money quick, you go support me. She dropped the cloth and looked at him sharply. Quick money. Joseph, I hope say you know they plan bad thing oh. Joseph forced a smile. No worry. Everything go better soon. But Sarah wasn't convinced. She shook her head. Joseph, remember, greed they destroy people. Don't let money blind you. That night, Femi gathered Joseph and one other boy named Emmanuel at an abandoned shed. He spread a paper map on the ground. See, now here the house they. 2 guards, 1 big gate. We just need to scare them small, carry the money, then disappear. Emmanuel's eyes sparkled. How much you say they inside? Plenty. Enough to change life, Femi replied. Joseph's stomach tightened. His hands were cold. But he stayed quiet. Tomorrow night, we strike, Femi said with confidence. Now our turn to shine. The following morning, Joseph's mother, Mama Joy, woke up troubled. She told him, Joseph, I see dream. You they run, soldiers they chase you. Then you fall inside mud. Joseph, abeg, no put your hand where you no suppose. Joseph's chest tightened. He tried to smile. Mama, dream no mean anything. But deep inside, fear entered him. He almost wanted to back out. Yet when he thought of poverty, of hunger, of wearing torn slippers, greed pushed him forward. Mama, no worry. Everything goes soon better, he said, hiding the truth. Night fell. The town was silent. Joseph, Femi, and Emmanuel dressed in dark clothes and crept toward the politician's house. The guards were half asleep. Femi threw a stone to distract them, then whispered, now. They sneaked in, hearts pounding. Inside, they found a large wooden box. Femi forced it open. Bundles of cash stared at them. More money than Joseph had ever seen in his life. His legs felt weak. See money, Emmanuel shouted in a whisper. As they loaded the money into bags, suddenly, a loud siren wailed. The guards were awake, shouting. Thieves! Thieves! Joseph's heart almost stopped. His hands shook as he grabbed the bag. Femi, wetin we go do? Run! Femi shouted. Bullets cut through the air. Emmanuel screamed as one grazed his arm. They ran into the bush, stumbling, bags heavy on their backs. Joseph felt death breathing on his neck, but greed gave his legs speed. After running for what felt like forever, they hid inside an old hut on the outskirts of town. Emmanuel was bleeding, groaning in pain. Femi dropped the bag and laughed, his eyes wild. We get the money. We don't make am. Joseph collapsed on the floor, chest heaving. He looked at the money, then at Emmanuel's wound. His conscience stabbed him. See wetin we don cause, Joseph muttered. But Femi was lost in excitement. Forget wound. Tomorrow we go Lagos. New life. The next day, Sarah noticed Joseph avoiding her. She went to Mama Joy's house but didn't see him. Rumors had already spread in town about a robbery. Her heart pounded. She found Joseph sitting under the mango tree, staring at the ground. Joseph, tell me say you no get hand for that robbery. He looked away, silent. Tears filled her eyes. So it's true. Joseph, not greed they carry you go where you no suppose. Joseph tried to hold her hand, but she pulled away. If you no change, I no fit follow you again. Femi convinced Joseph to follow him to Lagos. With the stolen money, they rented an apartment, bought flashy clothes, and started living big. Joseph wore designer shirts, gold wristwatches, and rode in taxis instead of trekking. Everywhere he went, people looked at him with respect. But at night, guilt haunted him. He couldn't forget Mama's dream, Sarah's warning, and Emmanuel's cry. Femi, however, laughed every night, pouring drinks and inviting girls. Life done sweet, he shouted. Joseph forced a smile, but his soul was restless. Unknown to them, the politician had reported the robbery to higher authorities. Secret investigations began in Lagos. One night, Joseph noticed a black car parked near the apartment. His heart raced. Femi, I feel say them they watch us, he said. But Femi waved him off. No your fear they deceive you. Relax. Nobody fit catch us. Joseph was not convinced. Fear grew inside him, but greed kept him silent. Back in the village, Papa John heard rumors of Joseph's sudden wealth. One day, he visited Mama Joy. Your pikin don enter wala. I warn am, but greed no dey here. Mama Joy broke down in tears. Papa John, help me pray. Joseph must not die for this road. Papa John shook his head. Prayer fit save him, but he must choose change before it's too late. Sarah wrote a letter to Joseph, begging him to return home. Joseph, this path you dey follow no go end well. Remember your mother. Remember me. Don't let money destroy you. Please, come back. Joseph read the letter at night. Tears dropped from his eyes. Emmanuel, still nursing his wound, felt betrayed. Femi had abandoned him after the robbery. He went to the authorities and revealed everything. No Femi plan am. Joseph follow. Money day for Lagos. The officers listened carefully. The trap was set. One early morning, loud knocks shook Joseph's door. Police. Open up. Joseph froze. Femi grabbed the bags of money. We must run. Before they could escape, the door burst open. Officers stormed in, guns raised. Joseph dropped to his knees, shaking. Femi tried to fight, but he was overpowered. The money was seized. Their freedom was gone. Joseph sat in a dark cell, staring at the wall. His clothes were torn, his dreams shattered. Femi cursed loudly, blaming Emmanuel, blaming everyone but himself. Joseph thought of Mama Joy, Sarah, and Papa John's warning. Tears rolled down his face. Greed don't destroy me. When news reached the village, Mama Joy fainted. Neighbors gathered around, consoling her. My son, my only son, Chai, she wailed. Sarah wept quietly. I warned him, but greed blinded him. Papa John shook his head sadly. Greed not thief of destiny. At the trial, the judge looked at Joseph and Femi with disgust. Young men with bright futures, but greed has destroyed you. Femi shouted, no system cause harm. Poverty push us. But Joseph stayed silent, head bowed, regret heavy on his shoulders. In prison, Joseph met older men who told him their stories. Many had fallen because of greed, pride, and quick money. He realized he was now one of them. Every night, he prayed for forgiveness, hoping God would give him another chance. But his freedom was gone. Years later, Mama Joy died without seeing her son free. Sarah moved on with her life, though she still prayed for Joseph sometimes. Joseph remained behind bars, older, wiser, but broken. He often whispered to himself, if only I listened. If only I resisted greed. The story of Joseph became a warning in the village. Parents told their children, don't follow the road of greed. See Joseph's end. The price of greed was too heavy. And Joseph paid it in full.